Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's Paydirt review time again. Now, last week I went through a new Canadian Paydirt seller, so this week I decided to re-review another Canadian Paydirt seller, and more specifically, YukonAli and her 3-gram bag of Paydirt. And I'm really excited to go through this because YukonAli probably has some of my favorite dirt and favorite gold. Unfortunately, though, I have heard through the grapevine that this year might have been her last year selling the 1-gram bag, and next year the only bags available will be 3 grams and 5 grams, which is why I decided for this review to do her 3-gram bag of Paydirt. But let's just flash up the description for it, go to the overhead, and check it out a little bit closer. As you saw, a really good description. It tells you a lot of information and it's only one paragraph long. It tells you where the material is from, where the gold is from, what classifications the gold should be in. You might find pickers. You're getting 1 pound of material and 3 grams of gold. And let's weigh this up to see if it is the 1 pound of material. And there you go, 1 pound, 1 ounce. Let's open her up. And these bags only weigh about 0.1. They're not very heavy bags. Definitely has some organics in there. I will rinse out this bag before the end of the video just in case there's a little piece of gold trapped in there. And let's look at the material a little bit closer. Check it for magnetite. Definitely some darker material. Not much in the way of magnetite in there. But I don't know how difficult this will be. It's been a while since I've panned out any YukonAli. Based on the color of the material, it might be a little bit difficult. But let's go classify this down and be right back. Okay, all done classifying. And as you can see, the majority of the material seems to be in the +10 and the -40, with about half as much in the -10 and the +40. So I'll be really curious to see where the gold is. I would prefer if they were all equal amounts, but it's really going to depend on where the gold is. In the last review I did, I complained about too much +10, but most of the gold was actually in the +10, so it wasn't so bad. But we'll have to see on this one. I have no idea where the gold's going to be. I actually did see a little piece in here, or was it in here? I did see one little piece, but we're going to have to go pan it out to find out. So let's go get some water and do just that.
Baby, last night, was I tired or was it apathy? My mind's so numb I didn't even try to fake a dream. It's funny how a good night's sleep can make you feel so all alone, longing for those sleepless nights alone. Used to be I couldn't catch a wink, yeah, my mind refused to pause. Thoughts are racing, heart are pacing, that stalking sun rising tall. It's funny how a sleepless night can remind you you're alive. Tossing, turning, feeling through the night. Give me that heartache, tear me up inside. Show me my mistakes to occupy my mind. Favorite childhood memories, tales of love and broken dreams. And everything that's in between, they keep me tossing, turning, tossing, turning, feeling through the night. I sleeping? Am I even breathing? Lie with me. Tell me, am I sleeping? Am I even breathing? Come on, lie with me. Lie with me. Tell me, am I sleeping? Am I even breathing? Oh, because tonight, I said tonight, give me that heartache, tear me up inside. Show me my mistakes, occupy my mind. Favorite childhood memories, tales of love and broken dreams.
Well, finished panning out that pound of material, and that was some really difficult Paydirt to go through, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. For right now, let me show you the gold I found. And I found gold in every classification. Some chunkies in the +10, all the way down to the -40. So really happy that I found gold in every classification. That's always nice. So let's start weighing it up. I will weigh up this nugget by itself first. There you go, 0.9 on that. Total 1.085 in the +10. Now this bag is guaranteed 3 grams, so we're a third of the way there. And now we'll do the -10 + 20. 1.6 grams. -20 + 40. 0.870 grams. So I think we're over the 3 grams. Yeah, we are over the 3 grams. And then lastly, a little bit of the -40. Not too much, but there is some. Enough maybe to budge the scale. .080. I was freaking out a little bit. I will double check this. Again, it is cold in my studio. Oh, we're just going to weigh everything up. So let's just... Again, I will double check everything upstairs. It is a new cold front has hit us. So the scale's a little bit cold. I left it out and warming up as long as I could, but... There we go. All right, settle down. There we go. 3.610 grams of gold. And I will double check this upstairs again, but 3.610. Now for this 3-gram bag from YukonAli, it's an extremely difficult Paydirt to go through, and not for the usual reasons. There's not a lot of -40 gold, and there's not a ton of black sands. What makes this Paydirt difficult is that it clouds up the water a good bit, and the dirt itself is hydrophobic, which you don't see very often. The only other seller I know that the dirt tends to be this way is with Dirt Hog, and it just means the dirt has a waxy substance in it, so it makes it really hard for the dirt to just break up in your water. I had to go back and repan this stuff 3 times and manually break up the dirt. It is a huge pain in the butt, and it makes it extremely difficult. But the biggest reason is because most of the gold is not bright and shiny. It's a lot of dark material. I will show pictures at the end of this video. There's host rock on some, and you'll even get some pieces that are flat gold, where on one side it's host rock and on the other side is gold. So depending on which side is facing up, you might totally miss it. So for this Paydirt, you really have to pay attention just to how the material moves. If something's sticking at the top, even if it doesn't look like gold, it might be, and there might be host rock hiding that gold. So for a beginner or advanced panner, I would give this a hard, and for an expert panner, this is probably a medium difficult, and it's pretty high up there on the medium difficulty scale. All right, finished calculating my ROI, writing up my review, and let's get right to it. Now, again, I went through a 3-gram bag of Paydirt from YukonAli.com, and of course, it was guaranteed 3 grams. Now, its cost was $207, shipping was $10 for a grand total of $217. Now, as you saw earlier in this video, I ended up recovering 3.590 grams of gold, and the gold spot on the day that this was ordered by my secret shopper was $64.56, making the gold I found worth $231.77, giving me an ROI of 106.80%, or on my scale, a 10. So yet again, another 100% ROI coming out of Canada. I might have to start doing a lot more reviews of Canadian Paydirts, but I kind of knew this one might be a 100% ROI because this year I've been hearing a lot of people getting an over 100% ROI from YukonAli. So a really good ROI and a lot of fun. So for the fun factor, I'm going to give this a 10. Anytime I get an over 100% ROI, the fun factor is always a 10 as well. Now for Paydirt description, I'm going to give the bag a 10. This, even though it's a short description, only 1 paragraph, pretty much every other word is telling you something about this material or the Paydirt itself. So a 10. Now for quantity and packaging, she's getting a 9. 10 for quantity because it was over 1 pound. And the description actually says a little less than 1 pound, but I got a little bit over 1 pound, so she's getting a 10 for description and an 8 for the typical coffee bag, or 9 total. And lastly, for customer service and shipping, she's getting a 10. It shipped out incredibly fast, it arrived to my secret shopper incredibly fast, and the customer service was excellent. So 10 for that, giving YukonAli and her 3-gram bag of Paydirt a total score of 9.8. This is about as perfect as you can get for a bag of Paydirt. The only thing that she didn't do was double bag the bag of Paydirt, and I'm not complaining about that. I got an over 100% ROI. The description was absolutely beautiful, had great customer service, great shipping, a 9.8. So would I order this bag of Paydirt again or recommend it? And most definitely, I have been recommending YukonAli since she came out. She is on my website over at millerprospecting.com. She is in the top 10 of recommended sellers. I absolutely love her material. It's great Paydirt, and the gold has not been shined up, so it's really dark, original looking gold. You will find host rock on it. It is just a great bag of Paydirt, so most definitely I will recommend it. And I also, if YukonAli happens to watch this video, I'd recommend and really hope she doesn't get rid of her 1-gram bag. Maybe she'll go to a 1.5-gram bag so she can make that little bit of money that she needs to make it worth her while. She is, by the way, YukonAli is a full-time miner, so this is not something she does as a full-time job. Selling Paydirt is just something she does on the side because she likes doing it, and if it's not in it for the money, you know. So I really hope she doesn't get rid of the lower-priced bags. 3 grams, spending $220 on a bag of Paydirt is pretty pricey. Hopefully she'll come to something in between, maybe a $110 bag or something like that. But no matter what she has, I do recommend you go buy it and try it at least once. But that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Happy painting. And if you're not already a subscriber, think about hitting that subscribe button below.